And welcome everyone to my channel. It's your boy Fernando Bigo for today Pokemon commentary because we love that in VGC Regulation G, although it didn't begin on the console ladder, we can already play it on Showdown, and I've built myself for the first time in VGC, I think, a solid build in my opinion, although I'm far from being the greatest player. I'm far from being the best player in that tier. Having all the knowledge, to play that tier. I'm still learning. I'm watching a lot of VGC content of basically French players for now, and also American players as well. So yeah, I've got a bit of knowledge in the tier, but I need still to improve myself and get better. But I've built this team around TERAPAGOS, the new it don't show up, but you see it here. The new legendary from the second DLC of Scarlet Violet, and it's really interesting to play in that regulation with only one restricted legendary and not two like GS Cup format. But I love GS Cup format, but I kind of love that kind of format as well with only one restricted, because you have to choose, you have to babysit it, and I think the team I've got here, the build I've got here, is quite good. I've tested it a bit in like maybe, I don't know how many games I've done, maybe 60, 70 games, I don't know, but I've done PO3s for the main part, and a bit of normal standard ladder, shown ladder, but I prefer the best of three because it's the official format of VGC competition. So in the team, as you see since the beginning, we've got these classic Ogapon. Yeah, like the speed is to outspeed base 100s and Landoruses, mainly because Landorus could be a threat to that team. Landorus incarnates can be a threat to that team, so we want to be able to outspeed it and hit it hard, even though we have mainly bulk on the Ogapon. It is really cool in Regulation G because you are completely walling Kyogre. You're fantastic against Groudon, for instance, and other things like that. You've got redirection, just a solid amount overall. Like, since it was here, Ogapon and was especially Ogapon Wellspring and the Fire one has been really solid, and I think in Regulation G both are going to be good, even though I think Ogapon Wellspring will have more value because of Water Absorb that allows you to completely wall Kyogre and heal on Kyogre. Up next, we've got the classic Rillaboom, AV Rillaboom. Again, like, good against Kyogre and Groudon, good against all the legendaries, good priorities in Fake Out and Grassy Glides. Root Hammer hits like a truck under grassy terrain. Even though we're not max attack, we've got a decent amount, and it does pretty much a job to get monsters in range of what we want to. So there's that. U-turn is so cool again for pivoting purposes and positioning purposes as well. Really great option. On AV Rillaboom, I think you could maybe you could play high horsepower maybe on that, but in that team I'd rather have in my team and in my playstyle I'd rather have U-turn. Up next we've got the TERAPAGOS, which is I mean, you know, it's an EV spread of mine. Um, you know, you're gonna get stats like it's the first form stats here you're gonna see, but you're gonna have a lot more stats, fizz def and lots of HP and defense to be able to tank and survive close combats from Ushifus, sacred swords from Zacians, Chen Pao, things like that. To be able to tank mainly the big physical threat, because it's gonna be the main problem for Terapagos, because like you don't see at all Focus Blast in that meta, so you have to tank the CCs, the Sacred Swords, things like that, because it is your only weakness, and it's pretty good overall to tank all the things. We've got a bit of special bulk as well, like with Coal Mine. After one Coal Mine, we can tank almost everything in the meta. You hit also like a truck with the AV spread in special attack as well. Don't forget, like, it's the stat of the baby total thing, and not the normal total, the normal total. Sorry, and not the big form of the Terapagos. So don't forget, you'll gain a you'll gain a bunch of stats. Here, like in the speed as well, is to I think you are, yeah, it's like you have speed certain things, and you can be able to set up and stuff, and be able to hit like a truck. Terra Starstorm, good move overall, because it's gonna be a spread move while in Terra's Terror, hitting both mounts on the field for great damage, great damaglios, and we have to, I have to remind you as well that Terra Starstorm is super effective against mounts that have used terrestrialization. So it's super duper good against main restricted that want Terra, or other threats that want to Terra. So that's that. Earth Power is just a great coverage move overall. Hits the steel types that can be annoying in the meta, and hits Inti for great damages as well, for good damage as well. So that and Command Protect, classic. Up next we've got the king of VGC since 8 years. I don't know, 7-8 years. Like since the Ultra Sun Ultra Moon, I think, when it got Intimidate. So we've got the king. With the classic spreads, I could have maybe changed a bit the spread, but I'm super comfortable with that. You're just super tanky. Fizz Dev, because there's a lot of things you want to tank, or be able to tank, like Groudon, Ice Calyrex, things like that. Lots of hard hitters, a bit of Spidev, because you want to have a bit of special bulk, and we've got quite an interesting set. No Flablets, but Willow, because Flablets is not super great. I mean, it could be useful in my team to go for Among Us, but I've got other odds for that. I got other months that can take care of Among Us in my team. So Willow's just her to cripple the months. I just give name, like Groudon, Ice Calyrex, that love to wear the clear amulet to avoid intimidate. So you can just like will-o-wisp on them and cripple them anyway, and cripple the damage anyway, and be nice and be cool in the matchup. So that Willow, Fake Out, Parting Shot, because positioning every time, pivoting positioning purposes, dropping the offensive stats of your opponents is like super useful as well. When you knocked the clear amulets, or even like on TERAPAGOS as well, for providing it to get too many coal mine boots, things like that. And knock, because it's always useful to have knock, and you want to have a move for Shadow Calyrex, which is also definitely a monster in that meta game. So Incy is one of the mounts that could be good against both. So there's that, and with the speed F here, you're tanky enough to tank Astral Barrage, things like that. Up next, classic Flutter. Booster energy, speed booster energy, because we need speed control, we need speed in that team. We don't have Tailwind, we don't have no Trick Room, we don't have no nothing, so we have to have one of the fastest mon in the meta. You can outspeed lots of Scarfs, lots of all the mounts with booster energy. You can, and we can go for Icy Wind for speed control. We also have Taunt, which is super duper important for Trick Room matchups, Among Us's matchups as well. Things like that. Moonblast, because you don't want to have like D-Gleam. It's too weak to do damage, because you need to do Demaglios as well with Flutter, and the spread moves is like super bad on that, I think. And Protect is like mandatory, because like protected VGC, you know what it is. You can block an action, you can like gain a turn, you can like tempo, Trick Room, Tailwind, things like that. So super duper cool. And up next we have ting-lu. ting-lu is the last addition. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it or not, but it's kind of nice against certain matchups as well. Like I've seen like Shiyu, Shadow Calyrex matchups, things like that, and other things. So yeah, you've got we're super duper tanky. It's also a check to Miraidon as well, because Miraidon and Coraidon are played. So Moonblast is on Flutter, is also there for damage, and Damaglios on Coraidon, and like direct and Miraidon and direct. Damaglios on both the new legendaries, so they're there. Protect the Islam Taunt Dominantrum, because we already have AV on Rillaboom. I can't get AV on ting-lu, so I went with Rocky Helmet, which is still useful for some mons that wanna hit you hard, so that on the physical side, so that it takes a bit of chip damages, so like Chen Pao things, and you can break sashes, for instance. If they go for Ice Spinner or Sacred Sword, things like that. If they go for Crush, you don't break sashes, because a Secret Crush doesn't make contact. The set is classic: Stomping, Tantrum, Taunt, Heavy Slap, and Protect. Now, I've got a super duper cool review and BO3 to go for you. So we're gonna go right into it right now. Wow, transition, boys, transition. So now that you've seen my team, here is the team of the opponent. They had Clear Amulet, Ice Calyrex, Classic Among Us, Alolan Ninetales, which is kind of good support, I think, in their team with providing Veil and the defense boost for Ice Calyrex as well, things like that. Furry Giraffe, which is the priority stopper, one of the trick room setter. Really annoying mon to deal with because it's quite bulky. It has a super good ability. It has like it is one good support mon in the meta because like blocking priority like fake out, grassy glide, things like that is super cool. It goes well, it fits well in many teams. I've seen it a lot in C classic and as well after classic in C Rillaboom shit that we are seeing everywhere in VGC. So there's that. Well, I think I messed up and I've only got the. I will have to cut off and go back because I only have like the first game of the beer 3 right now, and I'm just gonna go for it after. Yeah, there'll be like a bit of call in between games for you, but it is okay. So dip in the game we go. I lead Flutter in C because like as he leads Among Us Calyrex. As you can see, clear amulet, no intimidate on the Calyrex. Before I lead Flutter in C because I want to be able to prevent a trick room, maybe by going for taunts on either or the Fergira for the Ice Calyrex. There's that. I'm so thirsty right now. Oh yeah, I have something to drink. Wow, I've got tea, so I'm fine. Yes, so Flutter because I can taunt anything, I can do things. Incy because it is good overall. If there is no Fargiraf in lead, I can threaten something with a fake out. I can Willow, Punisher, I can knock something off. I can be threatening, I can be annoying and cripple things down. First, then they're gonna go for double protect to just check what I'm going to do. I'm going to taunt the Among Us and knock the Among Us because I was predicting just a Calyrex product because there was like many things that Calyrex didn't like at first. Like he didn't. Calyrex doesn't want to be burnt. Calyrex doesn't want to be taunted. Calyrex doesn't want to be knocked off as well. So it was either protect or switch out. So I wanted to taunt the Among Us. So it couldn't spore, it couldn't rage powder, it couldn't protect as well. Like, but the main thing is more so spore because spore is really annoying to deal with. In VGC because there's no sleep clause, so you can spore anyone. So there's that double protect. Turn 2, they're gonna go for Rage Powder and Trick Room. They go for Taunt and Willow. I wanted to Willow, of course, the Calyrex. Looking back at it, I should have knocked. I should have knocked maybe. So the Among Us didn't have an item anymore, so like it was Rock Helmet Among Us, I think, if I remember correctly. Like we can't see it here because, yeah, but if I remember correctly, it was Rock Helmet. Of course, I didn't precise it, but of course because it's best of 3, it's open team shit, so we do have, we do know exactly the moves, the item and the Terra from our opponent. So I know also Willow is safe on Calyrex because it's Terra Ice Calyrex and not Terra Fire Calyrex. Lots of mana are gonna run Terra Fire to avoid being Will-O-Wisp and annoyed by Incineroar, and it's gonna be like one of the best way to deal with to avoid Incineroar being annoying in the meta. I think we're gonna see that a lot in the next months, and certainly in world champs as well, in world championships. So there's that. Trick Room is up, and now the thing is, what do I do? Should I protect? Should I parting shot? Should I knock? Should I Willow? They switch into Ninetales Alola so they can have the boost in in defense with the snow, etc. etc. Glacial Lance is gonna one shot, clearly, definitely one shot, and I messed up here. Flutter, even though we're super duper bulky, I didn't know and I didn't think it was gonna it was gonna be a one shot. Like I think it's a role to be a one shot, but mainly I don't know if it's in their favor or my favor, but yeah, it's a roll, and I messed up because I knocked off here. Yeah, I messed up because I knocked off, and instead of going for Willow, if had I gone for Willow, the Calyrex would have been crippled, much more crippled, and things like that. Here I go Rillaboom. I don't know why I go Rillaboom. I think I've got TERAPAGOS as a last. Yeah, Rillaboom. I don't know why I go for Rillaboom. Like they're gonna go for Terra Ice. I can't fake out because Armament, the Ferrograph is switching in, and Armatel. They haven't revealed it as well. So I didn't. I was thinking they had it, but I couldn't do anything if they had it. So Terra Ice Calyrex is just gonna wreck my team, and yeah, I just Willow, but it is clearly too late, one turn too late to Willow. TERAPAGOS is gonna come in, and now you can't see the stat here. That's too bad that on a replay you can't have the same overlay as in game, like because you could have seen the clearly as a stat, but yeah, TERAPAGOS is gonna come in. I'll Terra because I have no other choice of Terra. Glacial Lens is gonna be less of a problem. I just Bounding Shot because why not? Incy is gonna die. Throat Spur for Grave is gonna go for Hyper Voice. I took a lot of damage. I go for Combine here. I think it's a mistake as well in game one because I could have just get damage and take infos on how much I do at neutral. Because when you are playing a best of threes, it's not as if you're playing only one game, like best of one, and you have to go for the best player. Now, when I know I've lost since turn 2 or 3 now, but I need to take infos like things the on the gauge damage, things like that, and I don't do that. I just go for Command Protect to pass the last turn of Trick Room. I'm at midlife. I kill with at +1 Terra Starstorm because that Terra it's super effective, so I kill and I do not even have to for regular. Those are gonna go for Trick Room again, and Among Us is gonna go, and I have to protect here to pass turn of Trick Room. I think I had maybe to accept Spore that turn instead of, because they're gonna go for it next turn anyway. So I had maybe to accept it the last turn and take my initial turn of sleep, my mandatory turn of sleep. I'm super lucky because I got instant wake, but I just go for protect. I should have go for Terra's Starstorm and protect after. They can just go for Spore and Hyper Voice again, and then like I think I stay asleep. Yep, and they win the game by clicking Hyper Voice and Pollen Puff. Then win game 1. 5-3 not found. Oh. So yeah, we're gonna go for game 2 in a bit, but I've definitely misplayed and not chosen the best months to play in that matchup. So that's that is also what's game 1 for. What is game 1 for? So yeah, see you just right next for the game 2. And here we are for game 2. After playing game 1, I realized like maybe Rillaboom is not out of the greatest in the matchup because I can't use the priority under Trick Room because of the Farigiraf, which is always going to come to prevent that and prevent like Fake Out as well from Incineroar, things like that. So I decided to let it home and take Ogerpon, I think, in game 2. So we're gonna go for game 2 right now. Incy Flutter as first game, Calyrex, Among Us as in the first game. So now we're gonna see how everyone adapts to game 2, because also playing a BO3 is a game of adaptation. They go for switching Farigiraf, expecting a Fake Out. And protect on Among Us. I just go for Taunt on Among Us, but on the protect, and I just go for Will-O-Wisp on the Farigiraf right off the bat, because I don't want to lose a turn doing something else. Like Knock wasn't really for what Knock could have been a great play because the switching Farigiraf, but I mean, yeah, the burn was like on Calyrex was definitely the better play to cripple the damages and stuff. Also, Farigiraf is not like a super offensive threat to my team, so and doing damages to it, it's not is easy to my team, so it's not like a big problem. Turn 2, they go for Rich Powder, I Taunt, and Knock. And now you see the Rocky Helmet was to care about. It was clearly the best play to ensure Trick Room. They could have done that turn 1. I don't know why they didn't do that turn 1, but they could have done that with their own Calyrex having Trick Room, but they decided to go for that. They're switching back Calyrex Ice as I predicted it and try and go for Will-O-Wisp and miss. They go for Hyper Voice, activating their Throat Throw, doing more damage, and I just go for a Moonblast on the Farigiraf. So now I predicted that the Calyrex coming back because like I mean something was switching in. Maybe it was NC, maybe it was all the things, but I definitely had to make a play here, and because they had the speed control, they could be a bit more. They could play a bit more safe mid ground. They could play a bit more passive, and I could punish that by making a prediction and making a play. But the game didn't reward me for that. So there you go, and. Now on turn 3, they're gonna go for Terra. I just protect my Flutter to pass the Trick Room turn. Because of our nerf, I'm Citrus Berry, but because of the ability of Calyrex, I can't eat my berry. But I can go for a Willow, so their damage are divided by 2 physical damage. As you know, you can't see, but like in the chat, I was like, come on, when I miss my Willow. So here, Will-O-Wisp is not gonna be Willow-Miss, as we also can call it in here. So that Hyper Voice is gonna go. I lose Itzy, but now that the Calyrex is burned, their damage output is like far divided, so I am pretty much free, so I can go for a combine with TERAPAGOS because I'm not taking much damage, and I just go for damage on the Calyrex, but they are switching the Among Us. I'm just gonna go for double protect to pass the last turn of Trick Room. They're gonna go for Pollen Puff and heal their Ferrigra, but it's not bad. I think it's not like it's meh. I can go for Taunt and Combine here because Prev turn. Yeah, in that turn I can just go like because they go for Protect. I don't know why they go for Protect here. They were maybe afraid of a Taunt maybe, but my play, because I'm going to switch back in, is always to Taunt Among Us because it's the most annoying support mon on the field. Spore, Rage Powder, redirections, things like that. So, you know, I go for Taunt. Protect would have just make my opponent lose one turn. So that I could go for another combine and boost my speed def and boost also my damage. So now I can Terra and I can have like shit ton of damage. I go for Moonblast and Ferrigira because I could have gone maybe on it for on Among Us, but I don't think I would have killed. But I mean, going for going for Moonblast on Ferrigraph ensured even at +2 I killed the Ferrigraph. So the Ninetales is gonna come in. I'm gonna taunt the Ninetales so he can't do a veil shit, things like that. Among Us is taunted, not gonna switch back, and they decided to forfeit because they can't do anything with their burnt Calyrex on the fields. Like Ninetales could only go for Blizzard and First Try. They had no Moonblast, so yeah, definitely I was like definitely ahead in that game because of the read and of the taunts I've done also. So there's that, and then the I think he's gonna be there. Yep, game 303. Usually you see. No, you can't see, but I see it. It's 1-1, and what is the gameplay gonna change? My gameplay is not gonna change. NC Flutter is definitely the best lead to have because tone purposes. Excuse me, sorry. Tone purposes, parting shot purposes, Willow purposes, good damage as well with Flutter, but don't forget that even like if we are speed booster Flutter main, we're doing a lot of damage because 135 in special attack is not something to mess around. So to get good entries for months in the back. So said that game 3, turn 1, NC Flutter, the same leads here, and they go for Ninetales Ferrigraph, which is a super passive lead in my opinion. But the Snow, the Intimidate, blah blah blah, photosynthesis with the booster energy. And here I don't know why they're gonna go full Turret Dark, thinking they can't be taunted, because you know since 7th gen Dark types can't be taunted by Prankster Bonds, and I'm not Prankster. Speed booster energy is not Prankster. It's just like you got 50% more, like you got Charles Scoff basically, but you can switch moves. So I don't know where they went for that, and I just taunted them instantly. They're like really disappointed. I just go for Parting Shot on the Ninetales as they go for Trick Room and Ferrigraph. They switch in the Calyrex in here on the turn 2. Yeah, I think against you I went with Ogerpon as well, because Ogerpon like could be useful to do some damage as well, to be able to have some redirection, and is immune to Spore and Rage Powder as well. So that's super cool. they're gonna go for cataracts as I go into Incy. I was kind of predicting a cataract switching, maybe more in the nine tail switching, even though like they could go for a freeze ray on my Ogerpan because it's quite effective. So I just go for Incy and a Moonblast on the nine tails. Doesn't kill though, which proves that they have a lot of bulk. I just go for protect on turn 3 to not die on the cataracts, and with Incy I just go for the burn on the cataracts. Burn the cataracts. Clash of Lance is gonna go 52 on Flutter, so you see it's a range to one shot. Hyper Voice, I'm immune with Flutter. I take Damaglios on Incy, but it's okay. Moonblast on Calyrex because I want damage on that thing. Protect on the last turn. Glacial Lens is gonna go. I think I just sack Incy right there because... no, I don't sack Incy. I just go for Parting Shot on the Calyrex because like Hyper Voice is not like super... it's not gonna do much it's not gonna do much to my team anyway, and I can go for a whole leech or things like that. My last one is of course TERAPAGOS, but yeah, on that turn like they pretty much are in disadvantaged position because Calyrex their Bixes are their main source of damage. It can't do damage anymore because it's burned and it's -1 attack. So I'm just free to do whatever I want with my on the fields, and the Ferrographs does not hit that hard. So I just go for taunt on the Calyrex on the Ferrographs, so they can't go for Trick Room again, and Ivy Control on Calyrex on the Protect. They wanted to go for Trick Room, they can't go for it. I just go for Moonblast and the Calyrex to finish it off, and Ivy Control to do a good 50 on Ferrograph. Among Us is gonna come in as Ninetales is coming back as well on the page. Taunt on the Among Us as in the previous 2 games. Ivy Control on the Ferrograph slot. Among Us is gonna go for Pollen Puff on my Ogerpan and kill it. Get a KO. It's the only KO they could get that turn. It wasn't bad thing for me to let Ogerpan go down that turn because I had like a free switch in for whatever I wanted, and it's like, yeah, it has done its job because it has killed things, it has done pressure on things, mainly the Ferrograph who took 50 from it, so there's gonna be that. Ferrograph is gonna come back. TERAPAGOS is gonna come back. Taunt on the Ferrograph because we don't want no Trick Room, no things, no nothing. Expanding Force. I don't know why they're playing Expanding Force over Psychic or Psychic Noise, but yeah, like it's not with Pollen Puff combined. It's not at all gonna be enough to kill because I quite resist Pollen Puff, so they wanted to get a KO here and be like in 2v2 and be maybe able to do something, but they won't be as I've got also Incy in the back. They couldn't have won because TERAPAGOS is full and now set up, and now they just forfeited full game 3 because they know they lost. I just had to Terra Starstorm, and the game would have been over. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. That replay. It's a bit longer than a classic CSV6 replay, I think. I haven't checked the length of the record right now, but the record, yes, right now. So I don't know, but it might be a bit longer. It was not super high in the ladder because ladder in BO3 is super hard to climb up, but yeah, as you see, like it was the rating at the end of the match of my opponent of the games here. So we were almost both close to the 1200. So there's that, and yeah, the team is really cool. I love the thing, the option you have about the team, like It's just a variation of what we call in VGC Japan balanced, like Incy Rillaboom, and I think Japan balance is like Incy Rillaboom, Overpawn, and how is it called in English? Ranging bolts. The paradox Raikou with command with the same principle, like of being able to have double fake out, having the also the grassy terrain recovery, leftovers recovery on TERAPAGOS, so you can set up gain like a combine and gain recovery with and gain like 12% recovery, things like that. And TERAPAGOS is a super monster as well, so the build might change again because it's constant evolving. I had different version of the build where I had all the things like Tornadus incarnated with a more support set with a Tailwind, things like that, but didn't have the greatest of the matchup and didn't have the best of the utility in the team. In my opinion, I didn't take it a lot. Yeah, I replaced it with Flutter, and I had something else, or ting-lu, but I can't remember what it was. And yeah, ting-lu is definitely here for the Miraidon matchups, because the Miraidon is definitely a threat, so we want to be able to tank it super duper well and be able to be immune to the electric immunities, blah blah blah, things like that. So yeah, the team is definitely one of the super duper cool to play. Like yeah, I love that team. I think I'm gonna play a bit more. I think we're gonna be seeing 6 like that. I think maybe not with ting-lu, because ting-lu is kind of maybe iffy in that team, and as I said in the beginning of the video, I'm not I'm far from being the greatest player in the VGC. Yeah, I'm just gaining knowledge, playing a bit every day, watching content every day. So there's that, but I feel I'm comfortable and confident with the team, and I think we're gonna see like I know we're gonna see things like that, because like I've seen these Quadior, the first 4 I've seen in other teams. Like I've been having mirror matchups, but they were not interesting to show you. So enough talking, enough speaking. Thank you for watching the video, and I hope I'll see you soon in another one. Take care, everyone. Peace. Tschüss.